Hey there, Zane Hodge here with my old buddy Bones. Don't pay too much attention to him. He's having a bad head day. But anyway, you're watching Endangered Swimmer, the vlog. But I want to talk to you today about Endangered Swimmer, the blog. Let's talk about when, first of all, I started these things. The vlog with a V is only about a month old. But the blog with the B has been around since July of 2012. In fact, that makes it coming up 3 years old. Now, a little bit about the name, Endangered Swimmer. I thought about several things when I got ready to name the blog, to start the blog. One thing I thought about naming it was Cold Water Sissy, because I tried for a couple of years to become a cold water swimmer without much success. I also thought about races with fat ladies because I do a lot of that, but my wife kind of dissuaded me against doing that. I settled on Endangered Swimmer because in Mississippi, open water swimmers are an endangered species. So that's where the name came from. Now, what do you find on Endangered Swimmer, the blog? Well, first of all, let's talk about the contents. It's primarily an athletic journal, or at least that's the way I started it. If you want to know what I'm up to and what Buddy's up to, all you have to do is go to Endangered Swimmer and I'll write down everything. You don't have to guess. If you're going to be competing against me in a 5K and you want to know how much I've been running, look on the blog. It's there. Buddy and I last winter did 6 marathons, and I wrote all about it with pictures on the blog. Also, occasionally, I even write a little bit of fiction. I'm an English teacher. I can't help myself. Besides that, sometimes there are some essays. My essays are primarily about dogs and death. Recently, I wrote one entitled Too Short, where I talked about how I was abused as a child, being made to eat things I didn't like. Well, we all are, aren't we? I don't hold it against my parents. They were okay. I also sometimes write some boyhood stories. You find a lot of Poot stories. My friend Poot, P-O-O-T. We did a lot of bad stuff when we were coming up. God forgave us. We're both preachers now. And I write about my plans, what I've got coming up. And the big thing right now is the Chico Challenge, which is coming up June the 6th. And let me just say a little bit about that. June 6th, I'm going to be swimming 19 miles. Buddy's going to be there. He's going to be cheering me on and giving me nutrition, raising awareness and funds for the Diabetes Foundation of Mississippi. Check out the blog about that, please. New thing about the blog, I've started adding labels. Not all of them, but if you go down to the bottom, many of them have labels. For instance, if you want to read all the Poot stories, read them in sequence, scroll back till you find a Poot story, click the label, and then it'll give you all the Poot stories in one long shot, and you can read them all. And now that, thanks to Blue Thrasher 01, I know how to put videos in there. You're going to find some videos in the blog also. So that's all that Buddy and I have together today. We'll talk to you real soon about the Chico Challenge.